Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the so much honors to peace and blessings to the hope of the elect, 144,000 members, sincerely present for months. I can't the GMS Germany camp, Spirit Prophet Abba Shemi Shai. You know, yesterday I wasn't able to make camp. There's some unforeseen things that happened. But nonetheless, still got to come out here, whether it be by yourself or what you can. I want to prove to the Lord that I cherish this lot that the Lord has given me. I cherish the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that the Lord has bestowed upon my mind. You know, and more and more I see as I walk through this lot, as I take this walk, following after Yahweh Shai, because that's ultimately this is about. Walking in the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Proving yourself through all temptation, through all things of all afflictions, proving yourself to be true unto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Proving yourself to be loyal and hearkening unto the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So let's get some precepts. That's what this is about. All right? This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. So you got to prepare your soul to be tempted. Okay? And these temptations are going to be on all levels. All right? If you built yourself up in the spirit to be more spiritual and strong, that temptation that's going to come against that is going to match that or even surpass that. All right? But it's not about failing, because you're going to fail. It's about how you get back up. It's about how you push yourself to continue, even through failure. All right? Even through feeling low and down on the ground. The Lord is going to bring you down. He's going to break you down. He's going to bring you low into a lower state. But that is to only make you stronger, to build you up. All right? Because once you get up and you go forward from that point of being casted low, being in a failure, you'll see just how strong and the things that you can endure to achieve your goal. Okay? Ecclesiasticus 2:2. Set thy heart aright, and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. Cleave unto him, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at the last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. All right? So on one hand, it may look like you're being punished, you're being put down, you're losing everything that means something to you. Okay? You're losing things. Everybody's chastising you. You're afflicted. Everybody says you're crazy. All right? So when that happens, be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. All right? For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So gold is purified through fire. And if you've seen a furnace, right? A furnace is not no light type of heat. A furnace is so hot, it's unbelievably hot, that it must burn the impurities out of gold, out of metals. All right? And liken yourself unto the Lord's gold. Very valuable, heavy, strong, pure. All right? But over the years, we've been mingled with bullshit. We've had things kicked onto us. All right? Like how you have a gold pendant, right? And over the years, dudes would take that gold pendant and add fake rubies or fake stones onto it, right, to try to make it look better. And you must be purified of those things. Okay? You must be purified of those things. Hold on for 1 second, because I didn't turn on Do Not Disturb. Select. So when you take that gold and you put it back into a furnace, all of those impurities must be burnt off, must be melted away. The fakeness, the things that have been caked on to make it look better, which actuality is worthless, must be burned away. And that's the same thing as we are right now. the fake, the things of this time of living in these captivities, the things that we've inherited and picked up from our parents and following after people, we must wipe those things away. And the Lord does what? He puts you in adversity to burn those things off of you, to purge those iniquities out of you, to make you become righteous, to fight, to follow him. Okay? Believe in him, he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall. He that fear the Lord, believe in him, and your reward shall not fail. Ye that fear the Lord. Okay, so to fear the Lord, you have to keep his commandments. All right, that means you have to be doing something that has been told by you because you fear the repercussions of not doing those things. Okay, you fear that the Lord's wrath is going to come upon you for not keeping his commandments, for going against his word. All right, so ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy and go not aside, lest ye fall. Ye that fear the Lord, believe in him, and your reward shall not fail. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. Look at the generations of old, right? So we know that these scriptures have been written for us to look at and see the things from afar, from the things from before, to teach us, to give us strength, to give us courage, to give us wisdom, right? To give us the ability to be fervent in these things that we know to be true, because we see the things that have happened before. We measure the time diligently through the scriptures. All right. So look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that call upon him? All right. For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy and long suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in the time of affliction. All right. So the things that you're going to go through, the Lord is, he sees it. He knows those things. He knows them. Why? Proverbs 15:3. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the good and the bad. So he's the one who put you in these afflictions, first and foremost, to see what you're going to do, to see how you're going to overcome, to see if you're going to fail. He knows what you're going to do, but he wants to see it. He wants you to believe in him and push and show that faith through him, through your actions. Okay? Right? Woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways. See? Woe to him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended. All right? Because there's going to come a time when this whole world is about to be judged. This whole world is about to be put into turmoil, affliction, tribulation, death, destruction, famine. And nobody sees it. You know, they laugh at the prophets. They laugh at men who tell you the truth. Right? They laugh when you tell them that destruction coming. Right? That there's going to be a third world war, a thermonuclear war. All right, where it's going to be fought with ICBM missiles and nuclear bombs and all manners of different technologies. Right? Just take a look at what Esau is doing. Okay, how he's constructing his technology to do what? To utterly destroy. You know, they got these dynamic, Boston Dynamic, or what is it? I think it's Boston Dynamics. These little robo dogs that you see now. And then you see in the game, Battlefield, the new Battlefield game, that same dog is equipped with an assault rifle. And I guarantee you, when it shoots, it's going to hit its target. It's been those targets, those lasers, and those things that it can do with AI and all of these things. It's not going to miss. All right. And there are going to be thousands of them. They can use them at any moment to run through the streets and just put people down. All right. How are you going to fight against 6 of those things that can shoot and hit every target without fail 99.9% of the time? All right. So we see that we're in a time of change. All right. We're in the end days. We're in a time where the world is on the precipice of destruction. People know it. Spiritually, they know it. They know that something is coming. They don't want to accept it. They want to say that I don't want to believe that these things are going to be. But those things are coming. Okay? So in that day, when you have a faint heart, okay, faint hearted. Okay, let's look at the word faint. Let's go into it because you faint. You ever seen a woman who gets so excited or gets so scared, she faints, just pass out, she just drop. Okay, uh, faint, enfeebled, worried, exhausted. From Old French, faint or faint, false, deceitful, sham, artificial, weak, faint, lazy, indolent, cowardly. All right, hesitant, falter. All right, show weakness, avoid one's duty by pretending. See, so when you're faint-hearted, wanting in spirit or courage, all right, cowardly, all right, wanting in spirit and courage. So coward, being a coward, faint-hearted, all right. To grow weak, become enfeebled, lack courage or spirit, be faint-hearted, to pretend, faint, sense of swoon, lose consciousness, all right, indistinctly understood or felt or perceived, all right, deficient in magnitude, barely perceptible, lacking clarity or brightness or loudness, etc., lacking strength or vigor, weak, and likely to lose consciousness. All right, when you're faint-hearted in these last days, you're not going to be defended because we understand that our strength is through the hope in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Our strength in and it's through the world anyway calls Jesus Christ. We understand that our strength is in Him. All right, and He said that he that believeth on me, as the scripture has said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. So why would we be faint or feeble-minded when the calamities that are coming? When we first understand that He put us through them. Second of all, He's on our side. If the Lord be for us, who can stand against us? Okay, let's go back. For he believeth, woe to him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended. Woe unto you that have lost patience. You know, they said, man, these things are never going to come to pass. We've been waiting for the Lord for how long? We've been waiting for Yahushua to return for how long? How long is this going to go, man? We can do that, man. You know what? I'm just going to go push back into the world. Go after a career. Go after success and a job and making millions out here in this kingdom. Okay, you lost patience in the Lord. Okay, woe unto you that have lost patience. What will ye do when the Lord shall visit you? See, so what is it that you're gonna do? So what is it that you're gonna do when the Lord shall visit you in that day? When He returns and you see that you lost patience, you were the one who He gave you the truth and the wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and you lost faith and patience in Him. Why? Because you fell into affliction and you thought that this is not what this life is about. Right? The Lord wouldn't do such things. He wouldn't put me through these things. He wouldn't test me on that level. Yes, He will. Yes, He will. He's going to test His gold. He's going to try His gold in fire. Right? He's going to take everything from you. He's going to take everything from you just to see what you're going to do. He's going to put you in such a low state, make you feel so down and low, and see who you're going to call on. Who are you going to believe on? Who are you going to cry to? Who are you going to pray to? Who are you going to run to? You're going to run to the people of this world? You're going to run to the scriptures? You're going to run to wisdom? Or you're going to run to Him? Okay? Because these people are just flesh buckets, man. When you look at them, they have no spirituality. They have no reverence of spark or light amongst them. Okay? When you look in their eyes, you don't see the fire of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. You don't see somebody that's fervent about the scriptures, about this word, about the kingdom to come, about his people, his nationality, and who they really are. You know why? Because they've lived in the lap of luxury and decadence, with their feet on the necks of the Israelites, using them as footrest, propping everything up in this world on the backs of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay? Not considering the things that are going to come out upon them. All right? They that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well, pleasing unto him, and they that love him shall be filled with the law. You see? See? So when you love the Lord, you're gonna lose things. So fucking what? When you really think about it and sit down and really get to the bottom of what is in this world, it's absolutely nothing, man. It's nothing. Everything has been touched by wickedness. It's been defiled. Your women, your children, your friends, your family, they're all defiled, man. They're not in this truth. If they're not pushing this word, they've been defiled. You were defiled. So how much more them and they still in darkness? Okay? And it's clear that the more you cleave unto them, the more you are pulled into darkness. The more that you are pulled away from life, that you're pulled into death. Because that's what's coming. That is what's coming for the majority of these people here. For all of these people that walk around, and death is about to be on their necks, man. Okay? They that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight, saying, we will fall into the hands of the Lord and not into the hands of men. For his majesty is so. As for his majesty is, so is his mercy. So as he is great, so is great is his mercy also. To see that you love him and you really want to be a part of this. Yeah, you lost everything, but he took it from you. Yeah, you're at the bottom, but he put you there. Why? So he can bring you up in glory. He can bring you up with strength and proclaim your name amongst these nations. Why? Because that's what you mean unto him. Right? Okay? I often say, like, what is this? Like before I was in this truth, I always ask myself, what is this life about? What is this? What is being on this earth truly about? What are we doing here? Okay? Yes. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. And at first, before I was in this truth, I didn't understand what the whole point of this life was. Right? But there are people that are in this life, in this world, in this planet that are actually gods, that are rulers. And the whole world has no idea who these people are. All right? And when you really sit back and think about how the Lord has set the story up, the glory that these people are going to receive and they get immortality is going to be tremendous. Okay? I'm going to go as long as my phone is full of battery. All right? Because it's at 79% and I charged it already. So anyways, for God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. So everything that we've done on this planet is going to be taken into consideration. Every word that we've spoken is going to be taken into consideration. So you have to understand that it's not about how can I say this? Living in this life is not about pleasing this world. It's about pleasing the Lord. The whole duty of man is to show who the world calls God, Yahweh, how we fear and believe and trust in Him and His word. And when I had this understanding, then I started to realize that, damn, this 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 life, Esau has really turned this place upside down. Esau has really taken everything in this world and put it upside down. He's made left, right, and right, left. He's made up, down, and down, up. He's made blue, yellow, and he's continuing to keep doing more and more and worse things than that. Okay, he's doing worse things than that. He's going to continue to push and to show that he's truly the wicked. All right. And how do we know that Esau is the wicked? The scriptures tell us this. The scriptures tell you that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Right? And he covereth the faces of the judges around. Job 9:24. Okay. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, who covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Right? So if you understand who's in control of the planet right now, who's in the power seat, who makes the laws, who controls the finance, who controls the law, the military, the wars, who's been doing these things? The Edomites. And from them, straight wickedness has been pushed through the whole earth. Straight pain and suffering and death and destruction have been put through the whole earth. All right. So there's a recompense for that. There are things that's going to come back into them. All right. And the Lord is written. That's how we know that these things are going to come to pass, because the Lord has said that these things must come to pass. All right. Hold on. Wow. All right. I have a precept that I've written down. Uh, First Peter 5, this is, 5:6. Okay. Because the point that I was thinking, and the precept just came to my mind that, you know, being a part of this truth, you're going to have to humble yourself. And part of humbling yourself is part of going through afflictions. Okay. You know, and I often say that before I was in this truth, I thought of myself to be something. You know, when actuality, I was dead and I was nothing. Right? I was completely lost. And I thought I was, in actuality, I was nothing. I had no light. I had no understanding of what this world is really about. I had no understanding of these nations and how the Lord is controlling all things. But I thought I was something. Okay? And if you would have told me to humble myself, I wouldn't have understood what the hell that meant. All right? Humble yourself. All right? How do you humble yourself? You know? Why would I humble myself? I've done nothing. I think, as the world tells you, God loves everybody. But I knew that not to be true, because I have seen so many pain and so much pain and suffering and death in this. And in my life, right? So the problem for me was that things weren't adding up into what they were telling me that is really going on, right? So let me start at one. Elders which are among you, I exhort, who am also an elder and a witness of the sufferings of Hamashiach, and also a partaker of the glory that shall be revealed. Okay, so the, the elders which are among you, I exhort, who am also an elder and a witness of the sufferings of Mashiach, right? And also a partaker of the glory that shall be revealed. Feed the flock of the Most High which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind. All right. And this is to me, honestly. Okay. This is to me because I've been put in a position of leadership again. All right. And as much as it made me feel uncomfortable in Esau's kingdom, I mean in Esau's military, it has done the same thing for me in this life also. Okay. It has done the same thing for me in this life also. It's took me out of my comfort zone. It's made me respect and appreciate things that I never thought I would. Okay. Why? Because the Lord is refining us. He's making us stronger in his belief and his faith for the times to come. Right? The Lord is making you a leader through his afflictions. He's making you stronger through his afflictions. All right. But through those afflictions, our job is to do what? To feed the flock. To feed the Lord's the flock of the Lord, of the Most High, of the Almighty Power, which is among you. So they're out among us, you know, whether it be making videos or going out and preaching, they're out here. And our job as men of the Lord is to feed the flock, all right? Taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, not because you feel constrained to do so, not because you feel like, I gotta do this. No, but willingly, sacrificing yourself willingly. I'm doing this willingly. I'm sacrificing my personal time. I'm sacrificing time with my family, with my children, with my friends, with everything for the Lord willingly. Because what? Because we know, we have an understanding that those things that we have sacrificed for Yahweh Shem Shai, we're going to get back 100-fold. We're going to get back everything that we've done for Yahweh Shem Shai. We already said that everything shall be taken in, all things will be taken into consideration during judgment, whether it be in every secret thing, whether it be good or bad. So we have understanding that everything that we've done is going to be rewarded back unto us. Okay. Neither as being lords over God's heritage, but in examples, but in samples to the flock. So the Lord is going to bring you into afflictions to make you an example. Okay. He's showing other brothers as an example what you can go through, how you're going to fight and get back on your feet. Demons are going to come and attack you. They're going to try to put you in a place mentally saying that you ain't shit, you ain't done nothing. You're not gonna succeed. How can the Lord love you? Those things are put on you to do what? To test you, to be an example unto other brothers. Look, that brother went through so much shit and he's still fighting. He still got back up. And that just seeing what you've gone through will give other brothers faith. Okay, will give them strength. Will help them to be more fervent in this truth, in this work. All right. And when the chief shepherd shall appear, ye shall receive a crown of glory that fadeth not away. Likewise, ye younger, submit yourself to the elder. Yeah, all of you be subject one to another, and be clothed with humility. For the Most High resisteth the proud, and giveth grace to the humble. Verse 6, humble yourselves therefore under the mighty hand of the Most High, that he may exalt you in due time. All right? Humble yourselves. That means put yourself in a lower state. Okay, let's look at the word humble. All right? So we can get a better understanding of what this is. Late 13th century of persons, okay? Submissive, respectful, lowly manner, modest, not self-asserting, obedient, okay? Lowly, literally on the ground. Lowly in kind, state, condition, and amount. Also of low birth rank, all right? Marked by meekness or modesty, not arrogant or prideful. Essentially humble and self-effacing, all right? Low or inferior in situation, station or quality, okay? So the point I'm trying to make is, read the precept again. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of the Most High, that he may exalt you in due time, casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. Be sober, vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. This is what I was talking about in Ecclesiasticus chapter 2. All right? Prepare thy soul for temptation. Right? The devil, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour, whom resisteth steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. See? So the same things that your brothers in the world that you've gone through, that you see brothers going through and that you go through, that there have been men that have accomplished those and gotten over on those things also. Okay? All right? But the Most High of all grace, who hath called us unto eternal glory by Hamashiach Yahushai, after ye have suffered a while, make you perfect, establish strength, settle you. Okay? So after you have suffered for a while, the Lord is going to do what? Make you perfect, strengthen you, and settle you. To him be glory and dominion forever and ever. Amen. Okay? So the point I'm trying to make is humble yourselves for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's sake. Humble yourselves for the sake of this truth. And the Lord is going to exalt you. He's going to put you on high. All right? So this is the whole, and just like I read, that the whole duty of man is to do what? All right? Fear the Lord and keep his commandments. This world, they're not on that level. They don't want a law. They want their own law. They create a law that is full of lies, loopholes. Okay, that's why you have lawyers who get paid millions and millions of dollars for corporations to find the loopholes in cases when they go to court. A lawyer will know that his client is completely guilty, or fight for him to be innocent, as long as he's getting paid millions of dollars for it. That's not real law. That's not justice. Okay, this whole system has been set up. It's been set up predicated upon lies and falseness. Right? Right? Ecclesiastes chapter 10. Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, we start at 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all thee that dwell therein. All right. So if we see that the people that have created the laws have predicated it off of bullshit, off of falseness, not in truth and sincerity, not in righteousness, but in wickedness and lies and deceitfulness. Okay, that means those things come from them, right? So if they are like this, how much more are the people that are under them in this government the same way? The same exact thing that they have done. I mean, that they push into this world. That's exactly what the people are who follow these governments are also, right? So like verse 3, a wise king destroyeth his people, and so like an unwise king destroyeth his people. But through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. The power of the earth is in the hand of Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. All right, in due time he will set one over it that is profitable. Okay, one over that is that is worthy. When it says profitable, that means, let's look up that word profitable. Yielding spiritual or moral benefit, useful, yielding a material gain or profit. So Yahushua is the one who's going to be set up over this new the kingdom of heaven to be on this earth. All right, yielding spiritual and moral benefit, and this whole world is going to yield spiritual and moral benefit from him being in rulership. Why? Because the whole world is going to be under righteous law. Right? The whole world is going to be at peace. There's not going to be any wars and bullshit as deceitful murders and killings as Esau has predicated throughout the whole earth. Right? Under his rulership. These things are not going to happen anymore. Okay? Verse 5. In the hand of the Most High is the prosperity of man, and upon the person of the scribe he laid his honor. Bear not hatred to thy neighbor for every wrong, and do nothing at all by injurious practices. Pride is hateful before the Most High and man, and by both doth one commit iniquity. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. This is what I've been trying. This is what I'm saying. The point that I'm making is that Esau has built this kingdom up off of deceit. Okay, he's built this kingdom up through unrighteous dealings and injuries and riches got by deceit. All right, so that kingdom, this kingdom that he has, is going to be translated over unto the Israelites. Why? Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not more a wicked thing that a covetous man than a covetous man for one, for such and one setteth his own soul to sell, because he liveth in the case of away, he casteth away his bowels. So the point of this is we see it's beautiful because it's actually showing you just how wicked Esau truly is. Because verse 8 says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Why is earth and ashes proud? Earth and ashes. So those things that are going to happen to these people when that thermonuclear war hits. There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man, for such and one setteth his own soul to sell. Okay, a man that covetous after things of this world, right? Covetous after riches, after materialistic things, after women, after cars, after vain glory, right? He selleth his soul to sell because while he liveth, he cast away his bowels. So the point I wanted to bring with that is that a wise judge will instruct his people, and the manner of the judge is the manner of the nation, right? And that's what we see right now in this world. The manner of the people who are in rulership is the manner of the world that we see today. You see on every front, on every platform, on everything, LGBTQ uh, uh, propaganda being pushed on every level. In all of the soccer matches, and all of the sports, and all of the bread and circuses shows, LGBTQ is being promoted. And all of the children's cartoons, and all of the children's TV shows, and all of the movies, and all of the TV shows that they give to everyone, this whole wickedness is being uh, pushed and propagated, right? Why? Because the manner of the people that are in charge, this is what they give unto the people. The scriptures tell us this. So if the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, the whole earth is going to lie in wickedness. Why? Because the whole earth is not going to follow Yahushua, this light that's in this darkness. They don't want to. All right? That's why the scriptures say, what the scriptures say such a thing as Matthew 7:6. Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet, and turn again and rend you. And ask, and it shall be given. So like the point I wanted to make is, cast not thy pearls or swine, all right? Because it's gonna come to a point where you're gonna see that this truth is not for everyone. This light is not to wake up everyone. It's only for the elect, and out of that elect is the creme de la creme. Okay, so if you got it, if you think about it like this, the Lord has a military, right? And out of that military right now, he only wants special forces. He only wants the special forces out of the military. And if you look at the process of becoming a special forces, you got to go through some shit to become the special forces of the Esau's military. All right, you have to jump through unbelievable hurdles to be classified as special forces, or the top of the top, or the best of the best in Esau's military. So how much more so will the Lord make you go through things to prove to this world and to this world and to these nations as an example of who you really are the things that you go to claim that prize, to receive a crown that never faded away, a crown of immortality, a crown of rulership. All right? How much more will you have to go through things to prove that you are the creme de la creme of the Lord's military, the special forces of the Lord's military? That title is not going to be gained easily. It's not going to be just given unto anyone. All right? You have to be tried. You have to go through fire. You have to go through pain and suffering. Why? Because that way the Lord knows the manner of your heart, the manner of your faith. Okay? The manner of a man that you are, to go through all manners of destruction or afflictions and still choose him over everything. Go through losing everything you have and still choose him over everything. That's faith. That's strength, right? Strength that this world has not even seen before. Right? So let me get Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith Yahweh. For I will command that I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve, and ye shall not, and yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. And that least grain is who I'm talking about, the elect, the creme de la creme. All right. So we're going to be sifted among all nations, but the elect are gonna make it. All right. And all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake or prevent us. And that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. See, so there's coming a time where people are going to be raised up. They're going to be brought out of darkness and proclaimed unto the whole nations, I mean, to all nations of this earth. And that people are going to be the elect of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the elect of Israel. 144,000, along with men, women, and children, who are going to stand and fight. All right? Stand and fight. And not physically fight Esau, no, fight these temptations, fight these afflictions, fight these demons, and become more spiritually sound in the world of full of darkness, to become more spiritually strong in the world full of spiritually weak, to become beacons of light, of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and strength and spirituality in a world that is utterly depraved of such things. Okay? Below, I mean, that tabernacle of David is the elect. Okay? That they may possess the remnant of Edom and all the heathen which are called by my name, saith Yahweh that doeth this. See, so we're gonna have them as a possession, as we were their possessions, as we were used as cotton pickers, as water gatherers, wood cutters, grass field hands, and house hands. We're gonna possess them and do the same thing unto them. All right. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper, and the treader of grapes him that soweth seed, and the mountains shall drop sweet wines, and the hills shall melt. And I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel. See, I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel, which showing you that Israel is still in captivity again to this day. We are still in mental captivity, physical captivity, spiritual captivity. All right? We are still utterly destroyed in captivity, like we was in captivity under the Egyptians all over again, under the Ethiopians, the Egyptians, under the Hamites, I should say. Okay. Verse 14. I will bring again the captivity of my people, and they shall build the waste cities and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof. They shall also make gardens and eat the fruit of them. And I will plant them upon their land, and they shall no more be pulled out of their land which I have given them, saith Yahweh, our power. So we're going to be giving back our heritage. We're going to be giving back our substance and our fruit, all right? Which is ultimately our heritage, all right? Rulership. And this whole earth is going to flock unto us. This whole earth is going to come unto us. This whole earth is going to bow down to our truth, all right? This is Isaiah 32 and 36. And now, therefore, thus saith Yahweh, the power of Israel concerning this city, whereof ye say, it shall be delivered to the hand of the king of Babylon by the sword, and by famine, and by pestilence. Verse 37, behold, I will gather them out of all countries, whither I have driven them in mine anger, and in mine fury, and in great wrath. And I will bring them again unto this place, and I will cause them to dwell safely. And they shall be my people, and I will be their power. And I will give them one heart and one way, that they may fear me forever, for the good of them and of their children after them. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them, that I will not turn away from them to do them good, and I will put my fear in their hearts, and they shall not depart from me. Yeah, I will rejoice over them to do good, and I will plant them in the land that is assuredly my whole with my whole heart and with my whole soul. But thus saith Yahweh, like as I have brought all this great evil upon this people, so will I bring upon them all the good that I have promised them. You see? So there are things that are going to come unto the children of Israel. All right? Come unto the remnant that have gone through all of these things. All right? There are things that are going to happen, that are going to come upon them. Okay? And they shall be my people, and I will be their power. All right? So like, so the point I was trying to make is about to die, is that the Lord is going to do things. So just as right. So just as all the evil that have come upon us, all of the destruction that's come upon us, the Lord is going to do good in the same manner. And the level of utterly destroying Israel, he's going to bring good upon them. Okay? He's going to bring peace and love and salvation in the same depth of, of pain and suffering that the Lord has done unto us. All right? And so, let me keep reading. This is Jeremiah 33 and 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto Jeremiah the second time while he was yet shut up in the court of the prison, saying, thus saith the Lord, the maker thereof, and the maker thereof, and the Lord that formed it to establish it, the Lord is his name. Call unto me, and I will answer thee, and show thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not. For thus saith the Lord, the God of Israel, concerning the houses of this city, and concerning the houses of the kings of Judah, which are thrown down by the mounts and by the sword. They come to fight with the Chaldeans, but it is to fill them with dead bodies of men, whom I have slain in mine anger and in my fury for all those wickedness. For all whose wickedness I have hid my face from this city. Behold, I will bring it health and cure, and I will cure them, and will reveal unto them the abundance of peace and truth. And I will cause the captivity of Judah and the captivity of Israel to return, and will build them as at the first. So there's a time coming that we're going to be built back up. All right, he's going to build us like how he destroyed us. He's going to build us back up. All right, and this is why the men are pushing for the promises of the Lord. This is why the men who are fervently in this truth and this work are doing this, because they want to be deemed worthy of when the Lord returns of these things. Okay, behold, And verse 8, and I will cleanse them from all their iniquity, whereby they have sinned against me, and I will pardon all of their iniquities, whereby they have sinned, and whereby they have transgressed against me. And it shall come to me a name of joy and praise and honor before all the nations of the earth, which shall hear all the good that I do unto them, and they shall fear and tremble for all the goodness and for all the prosperity that I procure unto it. So all nations are going to be in utter fear for the things that the Lord is going to do unto us. All right, for the things that the Lord has promised unto us. All right, when we're being revealed as rulers and kings and as men of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, immortal men, and that the Lord is working with us, who can stand against us? Who is going to want to come up against that power? Who is going to want to come up against the almighty power that controlleth all things? All right, that controlleth the sea, the sun, the moon, every animal, everything is by His will, bends to His will. Who is going to come up against that when they see that this power is working for one nation of people on the earth? No one. Okay. All right. This is Jeremiah 33, verse 14. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will perform that good thing which I have promised. You see, He's going to perform that good thing which He did what? Which He had promised. Which I have promised unto the house of Israel and to the house of Judah. In those days, at that time, will I cause the branch of righteousness to grow up unto David, and he shall execute judgment and righteousness in the land. And in those days shall Judah be saved, and Jerusalem shall dwell safely. And this is the name where it shall be called, the Lord of righteousness. For thus saith Yahweh, David shall never want a man to sit upon David shall never want a man to sit upon the throne of the house of Israel. Neither shall the priests, the Levites, want a man before me to offer burnt offerings and to kindle meat offerings and to do sacrifices continually. And the word of the Lord came unto Jeremiah, saying, Thus saith the Lord, if ye can break my covenant, day and my covenant of the night, and there should not be day nor night in their season, then may also my covenant be broken with David, my servant, that he should not have a son to reign upon his throne, and the Levites, the priests, and my ministers. So pretty much the Lord said, if you can stop the night and the day from coming, then you would stop my covenant with Yahweh, with the men who He's promised to keep and to cherish. Okay, so he's pretty much saying that there's nothing on this earth that's going to keep Him from doing the promises that He has promised unto the children of Israel. Okay, the northern and southern kingdom, who are the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Okay. Okay. As the host of heaven cannot be numbered, neither can the sand of the sea be measured, so will I multiply the seed of David, my servant, and the Levites that minister unto me. Okay, so it's going to be a beautiful and miraculous thing to see these things that happen in this world. All right, come. We get Second Esdras, chapter 15, verse 1. Okay, battery is almost done, so I'm gonna break this down and then I'm gonna close out. Chapter 15, behold, Second Esdras chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou into the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, saith Yahweh. and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear none of the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, and the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and the hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore saith Yahweh, I will hold my tongue no more as touches their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. You see, the innocent, hold on, let me read it again. The innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continuously. So the innocent and the righteousness souls of this earth, that are the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay, crying unto the Lord continually. All right. Therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with the plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten, and the plague and the punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. So utter destruction is going to come upon it for the revenge of who? The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? We jump down to 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another people, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So there's going to be things that's going to happen because of tribulation upon the earth. All right, lack of bread, lack of things, lack of sustenance. And if you look now and you see that, the prices of everything is going hot, sky high. Everything is becoming more expensive. Everything is becoming outrageously inflated. All right, simple things like if you look at gas now, diesel is $1.65. So everything is being raised up, inflation. All right, it's going to get to the point where the money is going to be so devalued that no one is going to use it. And they're going to be the ushering in of that new digital system. All right. All right. So the point I'm trying to bring out is that utter destruction draweth nigh. Okay. And these people have no understanding of what's coming. All right. And that even though you go through afflictions and trials and tribulations in these last days, that through your strength and faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you're going to overcome. Through your hope and salvation in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you're going to make it. Okay? So Yahweh decided to edify lesson. Until next time, Shalom. First areas, like it. So I want to again give all praise and glory to the God, Hashem, Yahushua, the Holy to the elders, the apostles, the great Muslim, the fellowship truth. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, 144,000 more, pushing to the whole heart of sincere place of 4 wins. I'm a part of the Team Jamaica. Until next time, Shalom.